Hey, best friends.
Welcome to another episode of the Bestie Advice, where we discuss all things relationships.
Hey, besties. Welcome to another edition of the Bestie Advice podcast.
Hey, y'all.
And this is a special edition. We told you guys we want to do a few questions and answers. We got a few questions and we're going to give a few answers. Me and my co-host, my girl, my bestie,
Yes.
Kiran.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Oh, Kiran, it's going to be some deep questions. But we're going to give y'all our opinion. So I'm going to set that disclaimer out right away. These are our opinions. These questions, I got this question and I'm going to pose it to her. If you have an opinion about it, drop it in the comments below. We would love to hear it. But this is two questions we're going to ask. So this is going to be short and sweet. So Kiran, the question I have that I got, I'm going to make it general. If you are a service provider, meaning you do hair, and I have friends that do hair.
Yeah.
You do makeup. We have friends that do makeup.
Absolutely.
You do facials, like you're an esthetician or a masseuse.
Yes.
You do nails, any type of service, like me.
Yeah.
You know, I work with business owners. If you are a service provider, do you think that your friends, your close friends, your best friends, not family, strictly friends, do you think that they should get like free services or preferential treatment? What do you think?
Let's just go ahead and just answer it. No. This is how I feel about it. At the end of the day, the person that's providing the service, I do believe it's a benefit. It's a benefit to me. Irene, you are a hairstylist. Me being your friend, I do think that I have some benefits.
Yeah.
Because you're my friend.
Right, exactly.
And you're a hairstylist. However, the benefit should come from you to me.
Right.
I should not expect you to do certain things for me. I should not feel that I'm entitled to certain services because the fact is that you are my friend.
That's true.
Again, there are benefits, but you should not expect that, friend, sister, brother, mama. You should not expect that. So if you say, hey, you know, I'm like, hey, Irene, I'm gonna go on your app. I'm gonna actually schedule an appointment. Now I may text you instead of me going straight to the app because everybody else goes to the app.
Right.
Hey girl, are you going to be available on Friday? Yeah, I'll be available. I'm going to go to your app and I'm going to look at your schedule on your app. When I actually come in for you to actually do my hair, I should not expect to get up and walk away and say, thank you, friend, and not pay you that $105.
Right.
If you say to me, after I say, girl, how much I owe you? And you're like, girl, I got you. Oh my God, praise God. She got me this week.
Right.
But I shouldn't expect that the next time I come in that she got me because you're my friend. Like, no.
Yeah.
No, I don't feel that people should expect certain benefits. Allow the person that's providing the service to give you the benefit, to extend the benefit onto you. That's just me and my personal thoughts on that one. You shouldn't expect it.
I agree, because one of my good friends does hair and I'm always respectful of her time. I'll ask her and she won't even give me the regular price to pay. She's like, whatever. And I pay her more.
Yes.
And because I respect her as a hairstylist. So I do understand that.
Yeah.
I think that in this particular situation, the person that asked me the question, it really wasn't about money. It was about the respecting of the time.
Yes.
So let me ask a follow-up question for that. So let's say I am a hairstylist or esthetician. So somebody that has to give you advice.
Yes.
As your best friend and I'm doing your hair, if I tell you, ooh, well, I don't know what product you use this week, your hair feels hard. I think you should pull back, use hydrating conditioner. I don't know. I think we shouldn't, let's don't do the weave this time. Let's just work with your natural hair because I don't want you to have alopecia. I'm just saying, right? I don't want you to have traction alopecia.
Right.
Would you listen to that advice? Or if you're an esthetician, like, hey, I don't know what makeup you're using. Did you clean your makeup brushes? Because when you go to these services, your provider should be giving you advice.
Yes.
Is it harder to take that advice because they're your friend
Mhm.
and you just want to do what you want to do? Like, what do you think about that?
Me personally, no, I would take your advice because you're the expert. I
Right, yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know you make me cute when I come in to see you. Like, I don't know. I really
Yeah.
don't even know as far as the products I should really even be using for my hair. I'm just gonna use me. When it comes to my hairstylist, I like to go to people that I can put all of my trust into them. I don't know what conditioner to use. I don't know what shampoo to use. I don't know what oil you should be using on your hair. I trust that you know what you are doing.
Mhm.
That after I come in and get a consultation from you, and you're like, oh, your hair is this, your hair is that, you have 4C, you have 3B, whatever it may be. You need a little bit more moisturizer. You need to get a deep conditioning every 2 weeks or every 6 months, whatever it may be. I'm supposed to trust what you are saying.
Right.
So even as my friend, with you being the professional, I should trust that. Yes, I want the full blown weave where I don't want none of my edges out. But if you say, baby, it's tearing your edges off, then I need to be able to trust that. Forget all of that. Well, as my friend, or you just Irene, you don't know. Oh no, this is your job.
Right.
So yeah,
I was just
I should
wondering.
trust it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what about you? Like, okay, so I do nails, and you come in and you want to get acrylic nails all the time. I'm like, oh, you know what, Irene, you really, really, really should give your nails a break. Like, why don't we switch? Why don't you just get a regular manicure for this week? Come back in, maybe we can do a no chip, but give your nails a break from the acrylic nail.
No, I agree. I
Or
would
would you be
listen
like,
to
girl,
you.
you don't know nothing.
No.
I want my designs on my neck. You can't do that on no regular manicure.
No, I think that's why, to your point, I think
Mhm.
that's why sometimes it's hard
Mhm.
to be friends with the
Yeah.
person that's doing your
Mhm.
hair, your nails.
Yeah,
I think it's a great thing because as friends, you want what's best for your friends. So if
absolutely.
you're doing my nails and you like, baby, let's give your nails a break.
Yes.
I'm going to listen to that and probably confirm,
Mhm.
my nails was burning the last time I
Yes,
put that
yes.
on there. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's going to confirm what you were saying. So I think that there are people that are friends that your
Yes.
friends can do your hair because
Yes.
your friends know your hair. They've been doing it. They
Yes.
love you. They're going to tell you what's best.
Yes.
That works. But the question that I got from a hairstylist was her friend was stressing her out. Like, can I come? Can I come? Can I come? Can I come? And was getting upset because she was like, I'm already booked for the day.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I legitimately can't do it. And questioning that friendship. And I think that that's wrong. But if you have a friend that is a service provider, I think you should listen to, their advice and you should pay them because they're an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
If they tell you, no, girl, I got you.
Yes.
But every time that I come and I sit in your chair, my sitting in your chair is taken away from people you could be doing, making money.
Yes.
And as your friend, I should always want to see you win.
Exactly.
I should be a walking billboard. Nope, my friend did my hair. Go to my friend, and I should pay you because then you, as a service provider, you're gonna get upset. You're gonna start getting frustrated.
Yes.
You're gonna be doing, because you got to think now. If you do hair or nails or whatever, I want the best nails out.
Yeah.
I want the best hairstyle out. I want the weave down my back.
Yes.
And you putting your time is your money.
Yes.
Service providers have to provide a service. So their time is their money. So I think that that's a tough road to be on. If you are a friend and you have a best friend or a close friend that's a service provider, do right by them.
Absolutely. And then also just going back to one of the initial statements that you said as far as being respectful of people's time. Outside of just even being friends, you literally have to take a step back and look at yourself. You want people to be respectful of your time. Even if you're working a 9-to-5 job, if your manager, your boss, they come to you at the 9th hour, you're supposed to be getting off at 5 o'clock, and they come to you at 4:55 talking about, I need you to run this report for me before you leave. You're going to say, well, sir, ma'am, you know I get off at 5 o'clock. You want them to respect your time, right?
Right.
So it's the same thing when it comes to your friends. At the end of the day, whether it's a friend or just your regular service provider, you have to respect their time. And then when it comes to your regular service provider, somebody you're not cool like that with, you got to respect their time. I
You
wouldn't you
do.
want to walk up in their shop like, I'm here, you gonna squeeze me in? Like, no, it doesn't work like that in
It
the real
doesn't.
world.
It doesn't.
It doesn't,
No.
it doesn't work that way. And then even with that, if you're the friend and you have something planned, you and the beautician, you and the hairstylist, y'all supposed to be going out, and somebody just pops up and say, hey, can you squeeze me in? And you know y'all got concert tickets, you're pissed about that because we have plans. So that's the same thing. Respect their time. You
You
want
have
people to
to.
respect your time, respect their time, friend or not.
Yeah.
Respect their time, respect their jobs. This is how they make their money.
That's how I was gonna say,
Respect their
yeah.
job. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, you want them to continue to be great. Respect their time. Now, it is sometimes where you're like, oh, I'm gonna need to get in there. Let me see what I can do. Pick up the phone, make a phone call, send a text message. Irene, can you squeeze me in? Girl, I'm not gonna be able to do it. You're not gonna be able to do it at all. I come in at 5 a.m. I come in at
Yeah.
midnight.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to do it. I have to respect that. Okay, good. Okay, well, let me see what else I can do. Let me see if I can call somebody else. Child, you may have to wear you a wig. Like, whoa, you might
Right.
have to do a wash and go. Like, hey, do what I do, go braid it up, sit up under the dryer, take it down, wear it natural. Like, you're gonna have to make it happen.
And I think that that's okay. I
Mhm.
think, and sometimes as friends, you'll do that. Ooh,
Yeah.
Irene, I need to get my hair done.
Yes.
I said, girl, come on, I got you.
Mhm,
So it's a
mhm.
two-way street.
It is,
But
it
I
is.
definitely think you gotta navigate
Mhm.
that relationship respectfully.
Absolutely.
Because you shouldn't expect your friend that
Yeah.
provides a service to do it for free.
Mhm.
Because even as a business coach, my
Yeah.
husband and I work with a lot of clients, and we work with friends, and some of our
Yeah.
friends do expect it to be free.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
and sometimes I'll say, oh, no, you don't owe me anything.
Right.
Because I'm happy to give you this
Yes.
information.
Yes.
And then there are times when I'm like, no, I have an invoice for you. I have one for you. So I just think it just depends, but
Yes.
for sure, like what we were both saying, the same
Mhm.
thing. It's just all about respect.
It is, because even when it comes to with me and my business, um, from my mama to my sister to you to whoever that's close to me, you all are saying, they're saying, how much do I owe you? Not, I need this shirt, that hoodie, I need it in green, a size 2, a size 3, and a size 1, and like, thank you. No, they're going to my website. They're like, I'm going to place the order on the website. Do I need to text you about it? Am I sending it to you via Zelle? Like, what am I doing? I am blessed. I am blessed to say that I do have family and friends around me that respect my business. I'm trying to be big. I'm trying to be great. And they know that. So you cannot continue to always give out free services and free products. Now, don't get me wrong, as a business owner, yes, we absolutely have to sow. We absolutely have to be a blessing to someone. To sow somewhere in your line of business, God is going to say, don't charge him.
Right.
Don't charge her. Sow that into them. They might didn't even ask you for anything. Sow this into them. Sow that service into them. And you have to be open enough to say, I hear you, God.
Yeah.
You're right,
Oh,
because I want you to
absolutely.
bless me. Because that next person that's going to come, you're going to say, hey, your total is $100. And they're going to like, oh, it's 100. I'm going to give you 200.
And they will.
Yes, they will.
I've seen him do it.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. So yes, be respectful, y'all. Be respectful.
Definitely.
So I got one for you, Irene. I got one for you. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of shift it. Okay.
We're gonna shift.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna shift. So my question to you is, if you and a husband, not your husband, you and a husband, see, I know how to use my words, okay? So if you and a husband, right, you all are together, and your husband decides that he wants to go a different way. You know, he decides he doesn't want to be, with you anymore. He wants to be with somebody else. He leaves. He leaves, he's with another whole woman. And then I guess, I don't know, things don't work out. But either way it goes, he decides he wants to come back home. Can he come back home? No,
Mm.
he was in a whole relationship. He wasn't gone 2 days. He was gone some months. Like, I don't want to be with you. I want to be with her. And you knew this. He said, I want to come back home and be with you.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big no. Yeah, that's gonna be a big no.
You ain't gonna pray on it.
No. Mm-mm. And I've seen this question somewhere before. Yeah, no, no, I think that I would.
Lord. You ain't gonna go to the Lord.
There's so many variables in
It
this.
is. It is.
So let me not. Initially, it's
Yeah.
gonna be no.
Mhm.
You know, whomever's
Yeah.
husband.
Yeah.
Never
you're
mind.
human.
Whomever's
Mhm.
husband decides to leave and go with another woman and then want to come back home.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would have, it's so many questions layered, like what happened to make him leave?
Yeah.
How long was he gone?
Yeah.
Why is he coming back? It's a lot of variables, but initially it's gonna be no.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the one or the two.
Yeah.
But I just think that instead of like leaving and being with someone else, if you having issues in your marriage, the first thing you should do is always seek comfort and solace with each
Absolutely.
other. Go to
Absolutely.
counseling, go to your pastor, go to another trusted couple.
Yeah.
But never find comfort in the arms of another woman or another man. That just complicates things. Because now, even if I forgive you,
Mhm.
and that's a big if,
Yeah.
or even if I decide to give it another shot,
Yeah.
I'm always gonna be thinking about you and what you did. Like, I'm gonna have to go through like a lot of deliverance and a lot of counseling
No, that's true.
because I'm gonna be thinking about you had a whole relationship with somebody else, but now you're back.
Mhm.
What did
Mhm.
you do with that person? Like,
Mhm.
all these things, my
And I want to know
mind,
everything you did.
right? My mind's gonna be playing tricks on me.
Mhm.
That's the ghetto boys. My mind's playing tricks
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
that's really tough.
It is.
Because I know several women that went back, like they
Yeah.
wanted their
Yeah.
marriage, they
Yeah.
wanted it.
Yeah.
And I praise them. You
Mhm.
know, I don't know if I'm built that way. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Right.
We'll never know.
Look, I'm standing with you on that one. Yeah.
But for if you're
Yeah.
in that situation, you know, definitely like Kiran said, you gotta pray, you gotta seek God, you gotta go to
do.
counseling. If you have a
Yes.
pastor or a leader, go to a
Mhm.
trusted friend.
Yeah.
If you are in a marriage and it's rocky,
Mhm.
you know, immediately go into prayer and go to another trusted
Yeah.
couple.
Yeah.
Do not seek comfort in the arms of someone else.
Yes.
You know, try to talk through
Mhm.
what the issues are.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you're in a situation where your husband is dangerous and, you know, he's violent and he left to be with somebody else, then you leave
Yeah. Yeah.
immediately
Mhm.
to another state,
And don't look
wherever,
back.
and don't look back,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
That's your open door to leave. So,
Absolutely.
you know,
Absolutely.
that's a tough question because
Mhm.
you know what, Karen, we've said this before. We're never ones to tell people to leave their
Nope.
marriages, like
Mhm.
never,
Mhm.
you know.
Mhm.
So oh, I pray for whoever is in
Yeah.
that situation where your husband leaves you, but then he wants to come back. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
That's some raw and uncut conversations
It
right
is.
there.
It is, and it's a sticky situation because let's just say the situation is, once he moved in with this woman or they got their own place, whatever the situation may have been, and he saw the light. Like literally, God spoke to him and say, "You're wrong for this. You need to go back and work this out, or I don't know, he said to himself, you need to go back and work this out. You're wrong. You don't need to be here. Go back to your wife." And then he comes back to the wife, open and honest, like, "Hey, I want to work this out." I mean, he may be like, I don't know, like for real, I want to start all over. I really truly want to start all over. But as the wife, or even just as the other spouse, because it could be where the wife went off, and then she said she want to come back to you, husband. I
True.
mean, just as the spouse that stayed, like that's a hard decision to make. Like you broke covenant. That can sometimes be a deal breaker. You didn't say I needed space from you. and you just went and got your own place, or you want to stay at the hotel, you will move back in with your mama, whatever the case may be.
Right.
No, you went and you stepped into a whole new relationship. You have broken covenant. So as the person who stayed at home, that's hard to take in. You really do need God. And like you say, I know some wives who have said, yeah, baby, come on back in. We can work this out. I don't know if I'd be so gracious, because I need you to run it down. And just because you ran it down to me day one, I'm probably going to have you run it down day 2, 4, 10, 15. And just to be honest, if you take him back or you take her back, and you all have decided together as a couple that we are going to start over, you got to start over.
You do.
You have to start over. And I'm not saying, you have to forget, but you have to forgive. And then the party who actually went out and you stepped out on your marriage, you have to be open to answer those questions.
Well, you got to accept the consequences, though, because it's gonna be it's gonna be some consequences to pay.
Yeah,
you have to accept the anger, the hurt,
exactly.
The wife or husband, whoever is gonna go through the 5 stages of grief. Like they're gonna go through all of it sometimes in the same time. So you have to accept whatever consequences is gonna come behind that, and you have to fight then for your marriage.
Exactly.
So
and even being, whereas you as the wife, things may have been good, things are working out, we're going to counseling, I feel I'm getting better, and it's a trigger. So I want to go back down that road again. Now tell me again, what was it about her? You can't say to her, like, we're not talking about that no more. No, I'm gonna need you to tell me again. So I don't know. That's hard. That's hard.
That's
because
very
hard. I do think that after a while, if you have said, yes, husband, yes, wife, I am going to take you back, after a while, I do think that those questions, they're going to have to just start fading off. You can't keep bringing this back up, or you're not going to heal every single time. I don't know how long that takes. I've never been in that situation. As Irene have said, I won't ever be in that situation.
No.
But I'm sure that's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow. That's a hard road to tread. But if you all are built for it, hey, all power to you.
Yeah, because you gotta
to you.
Because you gotta rebuild that trust, because that bond is now broken. And so I know that the male, I'm just saying, if it's a male, they get frustrated because the woman is like, it's hard for them to get over it. But if you want that wife thing, baby, you gotta work hard to get your family back. And I've seen it. I've witnessed it firsthand, where the husband wants their wife back, and they're like, I don't know, I'm trying. But you left.
Yeah.
And you had built a home with someone else that wasn't your wife. It's a saying, like, you left the 80% to go to the 20%.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I think it may be even harder if the tables were turned and the husband stayed and the wife left.
I've seen that too.
Baby, I don't know if I would want to go back, because like, I can't imagine. I feel like that man would be so shut off. Like, oh yeah, I'll take you back. But like, that's where it's gonna end. Because we married. But that's it. Like,
that's a lot.
I just look at my husband. It's like, no. He's gonna be like,
I know mine. It would just be, we wouldn't be back together. We both of our personalities are strong that way. God would have to perform a miracle at the altar. Because I know me, I would be like, no, I would be too devastated. And I think he would be the same. So that's why I said that. But I would definitely be praying in agreement if any of you are going through any of these situations that we talked about. But Karan and I are going to be answering more questions like this. You are more than welcome to send us questions. You can email us at thebestieadvice@gmail.com. We will be happy to answer any questions. You can DM us. You can messenger us.
Yes.
individually, on the Bestie Advice Facebook page,
Yes,
on the
and
Bestie Advice
Instagram.
Instagram page,
Yes.
on TikTok. We would love to answer any questions that you
Yes.
have.
Yes.
And so that's something new that we want to add. Again, like I said before, we have strong opinions, but hey,
Yeah.
they're our opinions.
They're our opinions. Don't judge us. Don't judge us. So you all, again, we thank you for joining in for this quick episode of the Bestie Advice. We'll be doing more of these. And as Irene said, make sure you let us know what you want us to talk about and also some topics you want us to talk
Yes.
about along with your questions. We love y'all. We thank y'all so much for your support. And until next time, bye, besties.
Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.